Hi my dear children, hope you all are safe and fine. How are you my dear children? Today we are going to discuss parallelogram of vector addition and we are going to discuss the analytical method. Okay, and obviously some NEET JEE numericals. What is this? Already we have discussed in graphical method. When the statement will be when two vectors acting on a particle, okay, at a same time is represented by the two sides of the parallelogram by magnitude and direction both adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Then the resultant will be the line drawn from this point, okay, and this is the diagonal of the actually parallelogram. And let me draw the nice diagram because we have to prove so much. So this is your A vector, this is your B vector, like this, okay. This is your resultant R children, okay, and these two vectors are inclined with theta angle. Let this angle is alpha. Alpha is the angle made by resultant R with vector A, okay. So how to do now? Let me extend this and I'll drop a perpendicular like this, okay. I'll drop a perpendicular like this. So it is O, P, how to name? Q, S, okay. Then this is N, let it be N. Now see, draw QN is perpendicular on OP produced, okay. OP is equal to A. OP is equal to A and OS is equal to B. Clear? And OQ is equal to R. See, this angle is theta. SOP angle is theta. Now see, in triangle QNP, QNP, if this is theta, then this will be theta because these are parallel sides. What is cos theta? Cos theta will be Pn by PQ. PQ is also B parallelogram. Parallelly we are shifting this vector, so it will be B. Clear children? So PQ is B. So what is Pn? Pn is equal to PQ cos theta. PQ cos theta. So that means Pn is equal to what is P? B cos theta. Okay. What is sin theta children? What is sin theta? Sin theta will be how much? Qn divided by your PQ. Okay. So what is Qn from here? We can get it. PQ sin theta. PQ is again PQ sin theta. That is your B sin theta. Clear children? So this is B cos theta and this is B sin theta. Okay. Now we have to consider this bigger triangle OQN. So I'll write the result over here. That is Pn is equal to B cos theta and QN. This is QN children. This is QN. So QN is equal to B sin theta. Now we'll consider the bigger triangle. What is the bigger triangle? In triangle QON. In triangle QON. Okay. What is Pythagoras theorem? We will apply now Pythagoras theorem. So OQ square is equal to ON square plus QN square. What is OQ square? That is your R square is equal to what is ON? That will be OP plus PN. Already we have done in triangle law vector addition. So A plus OP will be A. PN, as you can see, B cos theta whole square plus QN is B sin theta whole square. Okay, clear children? So it is A square plus 2AB, A plus B whole square, 2AB cos theta plus B square cos square theta plus this B square sin square theta, children. Now A square plus 2AB cos theta plus B square, take common, cos square theta plus sin square theta, and cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So we will get R square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So what is the magnitude of the resultant? R is A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta square root. This is our resultant of the magnitude of the resultant, children. Now we will find out what is the direction. If it is a vector, resultant is a vector, then how to find the direction, children? So now for direction we have to find out the tan alpha. Okay, so I think you people have noted it down, so I am clearing the board. Now how to find out tan alpha? What is tan alpha, children? Tan alpha will be Qn by On, and On, you know, Qn is, what is Qn? Already we know what is Qn, that is B sin theta, and what is On, that is A plus B cos theta. Okay, so your alpha will be tan inverse of B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. So this is your direction of the resultant magnitude, and we saw the magnitude, this is the direction of your resultant. Okay, now see, now if question comes, what is the direction of resultant with respect to B vector, then what will do? Let it be beta, children. So question can come like this. So I can simply write B is equal to tan inverse of, when it is alpha we are writing B sin theta. So when it is beta, so we will write A sin theta plus here A, in place of A we will write B plus A cos theta. Just then change this also, this is also, or you can write, if you are finding alpha, so for beta you can just, for beta you can subtract na, theta minus alpha also, you can do this also, children. So it is up to you which way you want to approach. Okay, now we will discuss some special cases. What are the special cases, children? So first we will discuss case 1. Case 1 is when A and B both are in same direction. That means theta is equal to 0. We know A, B. So resultant will be also in the same direction we have seen in analytical method also. In graphical method. So here we will see as per the formula now. See, theta is equal to now 0 degree. So theta is equal to 0 degree means cos 0 will be how much? 1. Sin 0 will be how much? 0. Okay. Always remember, I have told you in previous lectures also in starting of the vector chapter, this theta always lies between 0 to 180. Okay, this theta lies between 0 to 180. Now we'll put these values in formula. R is equal to a square plus b square 2ab cos theta. Now theta is 0, so 2ab cos 0 degree and square root. So it will be a square plus b square, this is 1 plus 2ab. Okay children, now it is a plus b whole square, square root. Clear? So your R will be how much? R will be a plus b. Okay, this is your maximum. This is the maximum value of a resultant, a plus b. These are magnitude only. We are talking about the magnitude. Okay? Clear? You know na, cos theta value, maximum value is 1 and minimum value is minus 1. So your cos theta is 1. So definitely this is your maximum value of resultant. So this is your first case. Okay? Now we'll discuss the second case. What is the second case? So second case is when theta is equal to 180 degree. That means A in this direction and B is in opposite direction. Okay? So what is cos 180? What is the value of cos 180 children? Cos 180 will be minus 1. What is sin 180? Sin 180 will be 0. So now we'll put it. R is equal to how much? R is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 180 square root. So R is equal to now a square plus b square minus 2ab square root. Okay? So R is equal to now, this is the formula of a minus b whole square, square root children. So your R will be a difference of b. We don't know which vector is bigger one. We are interested in positive values only. Clear children? So we can write a minus b or a difference. And obviously this is the minimum value of a resultant. So R minimum will be a minus b or a difference. And this is magnitude children. We are only interested in positive values. Okay? So that means your R value lies between a plus b and a minus b or difference. This is very important conclusion. Please note it down. Okay? We will see now the direction in both the cases. When theta is equal to 0, when theta is equal to 180. Let us see when theta is equal to 0. What is the formula? When theta is equal to 0 degree. So alpha is equal to b sin theta sin 0 degree divided by a plus b cos 0 degree. Okay. So what is sin 0? Sin 0 is 0. So b into 0 by a cos 0 is 1. So a plus b. That means this is 0. So alpha is equal to 0. Okay. Now when theta is equal to 180. When theta is equal to 180 children. What is alpha? Again b sin 180. B sin 180 degree by a plus b cos 180 degree. What is 180? Sin 180, sin a 180 is 0. So b into 0, then a cos 180 is minus 1, a plus b minus 1, whatever it is, again alpha is equal to your 0. That means your alpha is equal to 0 or 180 degree in both the cases. Okay? So that means two vectors acting in opposite direction, the magnitude of the resulting vector is always equal to the difference, of the two vectors, and acts in the direction of the bigger vector. If A is bigger and B is, if A, this is your A, if this is your A and this is your B. So if this one is the bigger vector, then the resultant vector direction will be in the direction of the bigger vector, that is in the direction of A. Clear, children? Okay. Now we'll discuss our last case. After that we'll solve 1-2 numericals, previous year JEE NEET questions. Then we are done with this video. Okay. Case number 3. When, this is a very interesting one, when theta is equal to 90 degree. You can apply your this parallelogram formula. We can apply this A, this is now B. See, when theta is equal to 90 degree. You can use Pythagoras theorem also. So this is your parallelogram, this is your resultant R, children. So this is a special case. We can use R is equal to A square. Let us see. See, here theta is equal to 90 degree. If theta is equal to 90 degree, what is cos 90? You can use your Pythagoras theorem, how we have used in graphical cases. Okay? Cos 90 will be 0. What is sin 90, children? Sin 90 will be 1. You know what is the formula of R? R is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 90. Okay? 2AB cos 90 degree. Then square root. So this is your 0, that means A square plus B square square root. This is your R. Okay. What is tan alpha in this condition? Let us see. Tan alpha will be B sin 90. B sin 90 divided by A plus B cos 90. So here sin 90 is 1. So we will get B into 1, that is B. Cos 90 is 0. That means this is your 0. So we will get A plus 0. This will become 0. So this is A plus 0 means A. That means your tan alpha is equal to B by A, or alpha is equal to tan inverse of B by A. Is it clear, children? These cases. Okay. Now we'll discuss some question. NEET previous year JEE and NEET question. Now see the question. Maximum and minimum magnitude of the resultant of two vectors of magnitude P and Q are in the ratio of 3:1. Then which of the relation is true? Maximum and minimum magnitude of the resultant. What is the formula of resultant? Just now we have studied. R square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, children. Okay. And R maximum. R maximum is equal to what? A plus B, and R minimum is A difference of B, or you can say A minus B. Whatever it is, you can write. So here two vectors are P and Q. That means your resultant will be P plus Q divided by P minus Q, are in the ratio 3:1. Is it visible, children? See, children, is it visible? P plus Q, P minus Q equal to 3:1. Cross multiply. P plus Q is equal to how much? 3P minus 3Q. Okay. So let me erase this. So we can solve the next part of the question. Okay. 3P minus 3Q. So this is, from here what we will get? 3P Q plus, take this 3Q to this side. So plus 3Q is equal to 3P minus P. That means 4Q is equal to 2P. That means 2Q is equal to P. 2Q, see this relation. Second option. Clear, children? Is it clear? This is an easy one. So now we'll discuss another one. Okay? See, children, two forces whose magnitude are in the ratio 3:5 give a resultant of 28 Newton. That means resultant is given 28 Newton. If the angle of inclination is 60 degree, that means theta is given 60 degree. Okay. Then find the magnitude of each force. So let the forces are 3x and 5x. As the ratio is given 3:5. So F1 is equal to 3x. Then F2 is equal to 5x. Okay. So what is the formula for resultant? R square is equal to F1 square, that is 3x square, plus F2 square 5x square, plus 2 into 3x into 5x into cos 60 degree into cos 60 degree. What is cos 60, children? What is cos 60? That is your half. So R square will be 3x square will be 9x square plus 25x square plus 2 into 3 6 5 30x square into half. Okay. So 2 30 get cancelled, it is 15 now. So we'll get 9x square plus 25x square plus 15x square. So that means 9 plus 25 30 15 49x square. So this is now 49x square. So this is your R square. Okay, children. What is R? R is given now 28. Okay. So that means 28 square we can put. Let me erase this. Okay. So we'll now put 28 square is equal to 49x square. Okay. Then take the square root from both sides. So 28 square is equal to 49x square. So that means 7x, because 28 into 20, if you take the square root it will be 28. Here if you take the square root it will be 7x. So what is your x, children? This is 28 by 7 is equal to 4. Your x is equal to 4. So F1, what is your F1? Is 3x. That means 3 into 4, that is 12 Newton. What is your F2, children? F2, 5x, that means 5 into 4, that is your 20 Newton. So two forces are this 12 Newton and 20 Newton. Is it clear, children? This is easy one, but this was one of the previous year question. I thought it will give the clear idea of your formula, how to apply the formula. That's why I have picked this question. Obviously, we will discuss some more questions in subsequent lectures, children. Okay. Thank you for watching, children, and take care, children. Thank you for watching.